So in this vision, I saw a wineskin.
Oh.
I guess it's my own imagination of what a wineskin actually looks like, because I don't know for sure specifically, but basically it was this leather sack with this metal rim at the top.
Yes, that is.
And in the vision, I saw this pitcher was pouring wine into it. But as it began to do so, you could see more of what the wineskin actually was, and it was very old and stiff, and worn out. And you could tell that by the time the wine was being poured in, there was actually a gaping hole directly in the bottom of the wineskin itself.
Oh.
And the interesting part of the vision was that as the wine was poured in, instead of the same wine coming out the other end of the hole, literal grapes would come out the other side. So unpressed fruit would come out the other side of the hole that was in the bottom. And so it was almost this transformation as it went through this old wineskin. This wine would become what it was earlier almost.
Reverse its order.
Yeah, into these grapes. And another thing I noticed was that as the wine was being poured in and this transformation process was happening, the longer it happened, the more this wineskin began to disintegrate and deform and get older until at the end of the vision, all that was left was like the metal rim at the top.
Oh, wow.
And that was the end of the vision.
That's very interesting, a relevant vision. Well, that's what God is doing in the midst some part of his people, I guess. We need to one thing has to be done away with, which he did, allow it to burst. But at the same time, the new wine had to be reformed. How interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Had to go through the pressing process, reforming process. We would think the God savaged basically the wine. You know, he didn't allow it to splash around wasted. He said, no, through this process, I think every grape is the Son of God. To be reprocessed by God into the new wine for mankind. This time, he will prepare a new wine skin for us. So it's interesting.
I saw like it would appear to be a scroll. You know, scroll has a larger scroll will have two pins that go through so that you can roll the pages down. But this would have, I guess, it wasn't just a small scroll, it was like because it was like the pins that went through were almost like a weaver's beam, so more like the poles that would carry the ark.
Oh, wow.
But so this had the poles on the bottom and top of the scroll, and at first it looked like it was, you know, they were spreading apart as if to open the scroll, moving back and forth, and then it was like then it continued the motion like it was stretching it. So I wondered what material it was, at the same time realizing that this was something, a work being done, like, you know, the words and the ways of God being, or the law of God being written on the hearts, or on the tablets of the human heart. So but it was this scroll, and so then I began to wonder what it was stretching, you know. So I couldn't figure out what material that it was, and then I later realized that it was a dough, like to be formed into bread.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow.
So
okay.
it was like a kneading process and stretching that before being, you know, baked, you know, to be finished out.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. That's interesting process, huh? Because you literally use You know, things like
Like
this.
a rolling pin.
Yeah, rolling
Uh-huh.
pin. I have those rolling pins in the home, so yeah, ready to be served.
Mm-hmm.
Saw two visions for John. The first one, I saw this short vision of like these papers on a desk. I don't know exactly what information they had on them exactly, but I saw that they were being pushed over to whoever was seated at the desk and being stamped on with this red stamp, and then pushed away, and the next paper would come and it would be stamped. That was the first vision. And the second vision,
John has no idea about the seal when it happened, right? So,
Amen.
common seals.
Amen.
He has no idea. I don't think
Amen.
Noah has any clue what's going on. So, yeah,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
in the second vision I saw, I can't remember how you pronounce this bird's name. Is it a heron? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I know that everybody gets the picture of what bird I'm talking about. I just don't know how you'd pronounce it. But
Maybe herring, but I'm
a
not
herring?
Hold the
Okay.
spell.
I don't know. I don't know.
sure. Maybe
HERRING, a heron.
That may be a fish, but I'm not sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Well,
Yeah, it is a bird.
Yeah.
Or heron.
Herring gull, European herring gull. It's like the,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Anyways, I just saw it. It was very short vision as well, but I just saw it perched next to this.
Or HERON. That's what.
Right, right.
Okay.
Perched. I don't know if they vary in color, but it was the bird was colored white.
Yeah,
But-
there's a white one.
Mm-hmm. It was just perched next to this this cleft that was within or on a mountain, and within this cleft was just like a stream of running water, and it dipped its beak into the water, and then just pulled it. Just pulled it out again. I don't know exactly what the action was for, but I guess it could have been drinking from that stream that was within the cleft of the mountain. But that was the end of the second vision.
Well, John, that's what it was. God used a bird, use animal to signify our characters, and my spiritual characters. So some are like lions, some like lambs, some like oxen, some like eagles. And the one sticking out is heron is a fishing bird, so it's also always come to quiet waters. So it's a source of serenity and peace. Also fishing, but fishing is, I think, it's a worldwide bird. I don't know. It's observing bird. So as a secluded bird as well. But it is bring peace and bring provision. So 阿拉的巴拉的上到的话呢，以前他信事情。Heron. Let me see what Chinese means to this, okay? Bear with me. Fanny Heron. Okay. Hey, Lord told me to check this. I think called 露丝 maybe. What's it called? Not sure. Exactly called 露丝. Wow. It's very famous bird in China. So yeah, so we have actually seen it. 树黄里鸣翠柳，一行白鹭 上青天一场百论 means they also these birds actually they migrate together. So they always fly in one line. You know, if you have a formation, right? So yeah. So yeah.